Time and time again, I hear the phrase or read the phrase online, the highway code is not law. So I'm here to dispel that myth once again. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to me, I'm a barrister who helps you understand law. So I'm prompted to make this video again on a Saturday because I read on Twitter somebody fairly confidently saying, as I'm sure you're aware, the highway code isn't law. But in fact, much of it is law. And in fact, more than that, even the bits that aren't underpinned by regulations and actual law, such as the Road Traffic Act. What is it you think is going to happen when you get to court if you're involved in a road traffic collision, or you're being challenged for driving dangerously or carelessly, or worse still, you've injured somebody on the road? How is it that they're going to determine the level and the quality of your driving, other than looking at the standards with which you were driving and comparing it to the rules of the road? That's right, the highway code rules of the road is what your driving is going to be compared to. So if you've broken one of the rules of the road, that is how your driving is going to be judged. And therefore, if you've broken these rules and there was a collision, but the other person, the other driver, the other cyclist, or whomever it might be, has not broken these rules, guess what? You're the one who's going to be held accountable, most likely because you've broken those rules. And there are many discussions back and forth about this. And one of my personal favorites is Rule 268, which is do not overtake on the left or move to a lane on your left to overtake. Because many people think that moving to the left in order to overtake is okay. However, if you are in lines of adjacent traffic and you are moving more quickly on the left than the other cars, then that's usually okay. But if you are deliberately moving to the left to overtake the cars, then that's not allowed in the highway code. Now, if you are in a line of traffic and you move to the left to overtake the cars that are in front of you, and another car behind on the left-hand side comes into you, then of course they are going to look to the highway code rules. And if I was representing the driver at the back, I would be saying Rule 268. Because you would have been breaking Rule 268, moving to the left to overtake the vehicles in front of you. Overtake doesn't necessarily mean going to the right-hand lane to go past cars. It can mean going to the left-hand lane to go past cars. You are overtaking them. You are overtaking by going past them, past the car that's in front of you. So moving to the left-hand lane to get in front of the car that's in front of you is overtaking, and it's overtaking on the left. And Rule 268 means that you've been naughty. And this was particularly prevalent in a comment just recently where somebody said, nowhere in the highway code or in law does it say that you do not move to the left-hand lane to overtake. So there it is, just a quick reminder. Many of the highway code rules are underpinned by actual law, meaning you must not or you must do something, and they are usually underpinned by regulations and bits of the Road Traffic Act and road traffic regulations. But even if they are just guidance saying you should or should not do something, and a collision occurs or something else occurs and you've got somebody like me against you, we are going to be saying you've broken these rules and therefore the court should find against you. So whilst it can be a pain to keep up with them and it can be a pain to have to pay attention to them, I would urge everybody to be familiar with the highway code, be familiar with the rules, and of course, make sure you smash this like button and subscribe, and thank you for watching.